So we're in Clovis, California. We just finished installing this existing toilet. First part of this video, maybe even in a separate video, we documented the floor flange, the closet flange that was damaged, and we got that replaced, took a video of that. We might combine the two or just leave them separate and upload them separately. But so the flange was repaired, and they asked us to come back and set this toilet, which is fine. So the bowl is all one piece in good shape. We got a couple of wax rings down there, and got it bolted down on the floor and caulked it back in. So that was not a big deal. The tank was taken apart, which means that there was no fill valve in it, and there were the canister assembly there, parts were missing off of it. So we went and hunted down parts for that, which is that whole assembly bolted all the way through the tank. There's a nut underneath which sits in between here. Can't see it because I don't have a flashlight over here right now, but that's all our work. There's just one gasket that sits down here. It's hard to see because it's crunched down pretty good. But let's see if we get you a picture of it. So in there is a gray gasket. Anyways, pink. There's a gasket on the bottom in the tank, and then a nut underneath tightens down. Then another gasket goes in to seal the tank to the bowl, and then the fill valve was supplied by the homeowner. It was part of the kit, so we just pulled that fill valve out of there, so you can see it's almost filling up to where it needs to be. This is a 1.6 gallon tank. You can see right here 1.6. That's against code now. It's 1.28, so it's flushing. You can see and it fills real slow, but nice good flush there. And it fills back up. So fill valve is there as we installed it. It's good. We did get a new supply line and put it in, so that's good. And then down here on the shutoff valve, there is no moisture, so the packing nut's good. There's no leaking there, or no leaking back at the wall. Everything's dry up here. Everything's dry on the tank. So that all looks good. And see a little bit of water right there, but I'm not sure what that's from. I'll make sure that we're good. One good thing about these is the tank, the bolts don't go through the tank, and I like that. It's brackets, big bracket down below mounts it. So anyway, so we got the canister straight from Ferguson, and then the whole kit, and then the gaskets that go with it. We bought those separately, all from Kohler, and then fill valve from the homeowner, all assembled. So it is flushing correctly, filling correctly, and then shutting off correctly. And if you have trouble with it, you can see it's not quite up to the line, but that is 1.6 gallons. So it's down a little low where it should be, and that's about as much as we can adjust it. We couldn't find your lid. When we set this fill valve, we like to set it as high as possible, but then we also need to make sure that the lid goes on. So I don't know where the lid's at. So anyways, you'll have to find that and get that on there. If you have trouble with debris sitting in the toilet or not flushing correctly, and you need to get some more flow out of this, then we'll have to come back once you've got the lid, so we can raise this up, even a ½ an inch will give you more flow, because right now it's adjusted all the way up. So that's as much water as going to fill this tank. And you can see it's a little lower than it used to be right there from the stain. But like I say, when you flush this guy, that water dumps, and that's what it's supposed to do. So anyways, everything in here is done. Outside of that, we are good.